Hello everybody and welcome to another video on my channel. For those of you who are new, hi, my name is Zena. I'm a certified esthetician and nail technician in Saskatchewan, Canada. So today outside I'm filming this on, what's the date today? September 22nd, I believe. And it is snowing outside and it is downright ugly and cold, and that explains my sweater. So I figured what better way to spend this kind of crappy day other than filming videos. So today's video is a Empties video. So in this video I'll go over products that I've used up pretty much throughout all of summer. I do have a couple other Empties videos and you will see a lot of the same products in this video, so I apologize for the repetitiveness of this video compared to my other Empties videos, but I know lots of people like Empties videos and it kind of gives a realistic look at what I go through in my nail business. And I apologize if you can hear noises in the background. My cat and dog are just kind of running around playing, so apologize in advance for that. But I have this overflowing basket of Empties that I have been storing for quite a while, so let's just jump in and go through what's in this basket. That is my foster dog Scout. You might see him running around in this video. I'm sorry, but that's him. He's gone now. But let's start off with some of kind of my bagged goods. So like my files, my wipes, stuff like that. So first off, I've gone through a couple bags of these 80 cotton cosmetic pads. They are from the brand Unique. I get them at the Dollar Tree. I use these for any of my solutions for waxing, for removing nail polish. They're just a cotton pad. I use them up in my bathroom as well. I quite like them. They don't leave as much lint as some other cotton pads do, I find. So I go through these quite a bit. So this is what they look like. They're just a round cotton pad. They're quite thin. So that is the first thing I've gone through. I have also gone through a package of display tips. So these are just the clear swatch sticks that I featured in mini videos. So I've gone through a 50 pack of those. I have gone through a package of the Light Elegance wipes. These are my favorite wipes. I believe I've gone through a couple packages of them actually, but I just kept one. They're my favorite wipes. They are absolutely lint-free. I use them all the time with my gel. They just work awesome. I love these wipes and I don't think it'll take a long time anyways to find a wipe that is comparable to this, in my opinion. I love these wipes. If you haven't tried them, definitely give them a try. And I have gone through I don't know how many of these files. These are the American Nails Hygienic Cushion files. These are, I like the zebra ones. So they come individually packaged like this. They are just a very nice grit. I give them to my clients when I'm done, so I only use one per client, and they are my favorite file. I am on the market to try to find some less expensive ones than these ones because they do add up and they only come in the 20 packs, so I go through a 20 pack probably at least every week, if not more than every week, or less than every week, however you say it. I go through these a lot and my distributor really kind of struggles to keep them in stock, so I want to find something comparable. So if you have something comparable to this, please comment down below. I'm always on the market for new files. Alright, up next I have gone through a package of these toe separators. So these are the Toesies. They are just individual little toe separators. I really like these. I find they are a lot easier to use than the big kind of 5-toe ones. I really like these individual ones. You need 2 per foot. So I only go through 4 per pedicure, which is really nice, and then I just throw them away when I'm done. They're really easy. You're not trying to fit 5 toes into one big strip. You just put 2 in and it works great. I have also gone through multiple packages of the Silkline Mini Disposable Buffers. So they are just the little pink buffer blocks. I have gone through multiple packages of these. I use them all the time, every single client, and they work great. They're the perfect size for me. I quite enjoy them. And then the last thing I have gone through is these non-woven 4-ply sponges, 2x2 They are the Pro Advantage ones. I use these as my wipes when I ran out of my Light Elegance one, and I do not like these. I have some sleeves still packed up in my drawer behind me, but I don't like them. They are just there for emergency cases only. I really did not enjoy using these wipes. Okay, up next we are going to go through kind of my liquids that I've used up. So up first, I have used up multiple liters of my Fusion Cleanser. It is the watermelon scented one, and I absolutely love this cleanser. All of my clients love this too. They all comment on the scent of it, and it takes off the inhibition layer really, really well. I use it for my prep, for my finishing, wiping off my brushes. I use this all the time. It works great for diluting your gels or Sharpies or inks. If you're doing kind of the marble technique, this works really, really well for that. So it is an all-around great cleanser. Definitely recommend it. I have also finished a 1 liter jug of 99% isopropyl alcohol. I do use this if I run out of my Fusion Cleanser. This is what I reach for to remove inhibition layers after that. I don't go through this very often, but it is definitely good to have on hand. It also works really great to spread out, disperse if you're doing the marble effect. It works really great as well. The only thing that I don't like about the alcohol is that I find it dries out around the skin lots, and I don't really like that. The Fusion Cleanser definitely is not as drying as what the 99% alcohol is. So that's just one thing to kind of keep in mind. Okay, these two they're not really liquids, but they hold my liquids, so I thought I would include them in this section as well. They are just 2 pump bottles that I have. This one is it just looks really gross. It's just, the lid's all gross, the outside's all gross, so I have just bought a new one of these just to kind of clean up my station a little bit and make it not so grungy looking. I've tried cleaning this and it just does not come clean, so I'm just throwing this one out. And then this one I got in a freebie package sometime. I think it was at one of the CNTC shows. I can't quite remember. It's a gorgeous pump bottle and it works really, really well. However, I just wanted a simplicity, clean look on my desk. So I just wanted all my pump bottles to be the same. So that is the only reason why I am getting rid of this one. And I likely won't throw this one in the garbage. I will just keep it if I need a backup or I get a new solution in that needs a pump bottle. Just keep this as a backup. I'm not going to throw it out because it's still perfectly functionable. I just wanted a cohesive look on my desk. So these are the new pump bottles that I am using rather than just a Mod Podge of a bunch of different ones. I have gone with all of this style of pump bottles. So I have gone through one of my hand sanitizers, and this makes me really, really sad because this is the Bath & Body Works hand sanitizer in the big jugs. It is the Japanese cherry blossom scent, and they have discontinued these, and I am on my last one, and it is so saddening because I love it. I trust my clients have clean hands when they're coming to me, but I just do this as just a precaution, and then I always wear gloves when I work, so it's not really necessary for me, but I just like doing this, and I really like the scent of this. My clients like it. It's definitely not as hospital-y as most hand sanitizers are, so I really prefer using these kind of lighter hand sanitizers. And I'm out of this one. Well, there's still a little bit left, but it is such a pain to get out of this one, and I'm on my last one, and I'm trying to make it last as long as I can. I've also gone through a 250 milliliter thing of the Fusion Cuticle Oil. I get the Juicy Pomegranate scent and I love it. It is probably my favorite cuticle oil I have used, and I buy this gigantic one and then I refill my little one with it. So I've used this one so much the label has worn off, but it is the Juicy Pomegranate scent. This is the 30 milliliters and this is the 250 milliliters. I have gone through 4 different lotions. After every single service, I always apply cuticle oil and then give my clients a mini hand massage. And I use the Bath & Body Works lotion. Personally, I have eczema on my hands, so I typically always wear gloves. And when I don't wear gloves, before I started wearing gloves, lots of lotions, especially nicely scented lotions, they would irritate my hands. And I found Bath & Body Works are one of the only lotions that I have ever tried that do not irritate my hands, and they smell nice. So I buy the Bath & Body Works and I go through so many of them. Like I go through probably at least a bottle a month, so I go through lots of them. Another kind of liquid I've gone through is the Canwest Nail Primer. I use this on every single client, and I swear by this stuff. It is an acid primer, and it works really, really great. If you're in the market for a new primer, I highly recommend trying out the Canwest Nail Primer. And this one isn't really a liquid, but I didn't know what other category to put it under, but it is just a bath retreat soothing aloe sugar body scrub, and it is what, if I'm doing a spa manicure or spa pedicure, it always includes sugar scrub and paraffin wax. And so this is the sugar scrub I use. I wouldn't necessarily say it's an amazing sugar scrub, but it works, it smells nice, and it could be a little bit more abrasive, but I don't mind it whatsoever. And I think these just come from my local shoppers, so they are quite easy to find when I need new ones. Okay, up next, let's talk gels. So the majority of these are clear gels, and I apologize that that's boring, but that is what I go through the most. I don't go through colors a ton. All my clients like different colors, so it takes me quite a while to go through a certain color. But I have a lot of clears here, so let's jump in. Let's go from my start to my finish. So I have gone through at least 2 of the Amore Bonder. This is my very first layer of gel that I lay. Use it on everybody, and I just put a thin coat on right after the Canwest Nail Primer, and I find it just gives a really great adhesion to the nails. So I've gone through at least 2 of the 30 milliliters. Next, if I am building an extension, I use Fusion Sculpture, and I have gone through 150 grams of this Fusion Sculpture. It is a non-self-leveling gel, but I find it is very, very strong. Yeah, it just works really great. It stays where I put it, and I go through this all the time. If I am not building an extension and I'm just doing a fill, I will do a thin layer of my Amore Bonder, and then I do a thin layer of Fusion's SL Clear, and then I'll apply my colors. So I have actually gone through 4 different jars of the SL Clear. So these black ones are the UV LED formula, and then the white one is the strictly UV formula, so it's their older formula. I don't have a preference, they work the same for me. I still use UV lights, so both of them work for me, and it's just whatever I find at the store I buy. So I have gone through so much of this. I do most of my encapsulating with the SL Clear as well, which is why I go through so many so quickly. But I have 3 50 gram jars and 1 25 gram jar here, so this is my go-to clear gel. And then lastly, I have gone through at least 2 Extreme Shine. This is my favorite top coat. It is super, super shiny, doesn't scratch easily, and stays shiny. No staining, no whatsoever. It is my favorite top coat. And then I've gone through a couple whites. So the first one is my SL White. And SL White means self-leveling white, and it is my go-to white if I am doing a full white nail or a French tip. It is a great, great white to work with. It cures perfectly. It doesn't really shadow that much. I really, really enjoy working with the SL White. And the other one I've gone through is Wish, and Wish is kind of a less opaque white. It's a little bit more transparent, it's a little bit softer. It's my go-to for baby bloomers. It fades really, really nicely. It's just a nice off-white. And then I have gone through 2 different colors. So first off, I've gone through Fusion's Black, which is just a black. There's nothing more to say about it, but it cures perfectly. So I know blacks are very, very pigmented, and they don't always cure perfectly. If you get them applied too thick, they won't cure. They'll wrinkle, lots of different issues with blacks, but Fusion Black does not do that. I will bet my life on it that it will cure perfectly all the time, unless of course you get it on way, way, way too thick, but I have never ever had an issue with Fusion Black not curing. It is my go-to black for full black nails, French tips, anything with black. I don't do art with it because it is thicker. I don't like doing art with the Fusion gels, but if I'm doing a black base, this is absolutely 1000% the gel I reach for. And the other one I've gone through is Fusion's Cotton Candy, and Cotton Candy is just a really nice kind of light to medium pink. It is great. It's very versatile. I use it all year round. It is an amazing color. It is actually one of the very first fusion colors that I owned. This is of course not the same one I started with when I first owned it, but it is a great color and I have gone through that. And this isn't a gel, but it is an acrylic powder, and it is the Ugly Duckling clear acrylic powder in just their trial size. And I use this one for sugaring. It works really, really great for sugaring, and I have gone through the little trial size of it. Okay, and lastly, I have just some kind of random odds and ends to show you. So I have gone through at least one box of my gloves. These I get from my local dentist. They are great gloves. I absolutely love them. They are the Verta Light, non-sterile, powder-free, ambidextrous gloves, and I wear a size small. I have gone, well, not necessarily gone through, but I am throwing out my Light Elegance brush on nail glue. I have sealed the lid shut on this, and there are teeth marks in it. Don't tell my dad that, he's a dentist. He would not be happy with that. But there are teeth marks and I just cannot open it. It is a great nail glue if you're looking for a good crystal glue. The Light Elegance nail glue does work really, really great for that. But I always seal the lid shut, so I am no longer going to be purchasing these because I found something else that works amazing for crystals, and it is the Ugly Duckling Stick-It gel. So I use that now instead of the glue, but before I had that I did use the glue and it worked great. It just sucks that I always seal the lid shut on them. Okay, the next thing I have for you is a lint roller. As you can see, it is completely used up. I use lint rollers for cleaning off my stamper. Instead of wiping off a stamper head with something, I just roll it onto the lint roller and it takes it right off. So I definitely recommend having a lint roller in your drawer if you do a lot of stamping. And I am throwing out this little container. This is what I store my Swarovski crystals in. And this one I have accidentally glued a couple crystals to the bottom and it's just kind of ugly, and so I am throwing that out. But it still would work, but it's really annoying when there's a couple crystals glued to the bottom of it. And then I have gone through a base coat and a top coat of my Young Nail Captions nail polishes. These are what I use for my pedicures or regular manicures, and I really like these. They work really, really great, but there's still a little bit in both of these, but it's really hard to get out. So I've repurchased them, but it's just the base coat and top coat from Captions. And then the very last thing I have for you are two background props. So I'm throwing out these two pieces of scrapbook papers. I buy them from Michael's and they work amazing as background props. I trimmed them down a little bit just so they fit in my little kind of pouch thing that I keep my backgrounds in. But these ones are all ripped up. They're all kind of crinkly. I've stained them a little bit. This one's the worst. It's all like ripped up at the bottom here and they just don't look the greatest anymore. So I am throwing these two out. I have repurchased the marble one. I couldn't find this exact wooden one when I was at Michael's last, so I picked up a couple different other wooden ones. But if you're in the need of some background props, I definitely recommend going to Michael's. When I was last there, it was four for $1, and they're regularly 99 cents each. So Michael's always has sales like that. So just keep an eye out and pick you up some different scrapbook papers for your picture backgrounds. So that is everything I had to show you in this Empties video. I really apologize if the focus was kind of in and out. Because it is snowing outside, the lighting is not the best, and I apologize for that. I know there will be some extra shadows and stuff in this video. I'm sorry. I am saving up for some better lighting for my videos, so hopefully soon I won't just have to use the natural light that I currently use, so just bear with me until then. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. What do you use up the most at your nail salon? I definitely use up my nail files and my clear gels and my liquids the most. So that's mostly what these empty hauls are. But what kind of colors do you guys go through the most? I definitely have to say my neutrals and my pinks and my black and my white are definitely the four colors I tend to use up the most. Anyways, I will see you all in a couple weeks. Bye for now. Here's just a quick little clip of what is happening outside my salon windows right now. It is snowing and sticking and wet and just gross.